Yaru Karu. Welcome to another Rogu Guide. I am Shobek. What's up, boys? Back at it with another Rogue Guide, all right? Feral Rogue, Alliance side versus Mage Rogue, all right? If you're new here, this is how things go down. What we're going to do is we're going to roll a clip so you can watch the match in real time and see how I flow. Then what we're going to do is we're going to rewind it and then go through it together and deep dive. And we're going to break everything down play by play. And I'll talk about everything and all the reasons why I'm here, why I'm looking, so you can really understand and take what you will from the match and incorporate it in your own game style. And so we can get you to win more matches, because that's what it's all about. We're here to win more matches. All right. So without further ado, let's jump in. All right, boys. So here we are at Rings Loderon. So I'm going to go ahead and play the clip so we can watch this match in real time.
To fight another Rogue Mage. Oh, let's
Rogue
go.
Mage.
Lead Wizard X.
All right, we're just waiting for the invis.
I don't want to go too deep graveyard. I feel like they might scope it. Let's give it a second. Back over here.
You know it's horde, so it's not too stressful. Oh, Weed Wizard. Okay, you are out with Wizard Sam.
I want to spread out so we don't get both found. Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sprinting. There's perception, sprint.
Running over.
Chop. Going mage. Zapping, I'll stab. In a kitty. Sauced. Oh my god. Watching it back is just icy. Watching it back is just icy. All right, let's rewind it, guys. That is the match in real time. First things first, super noob tip. I just want to get it out the way because we deep dive here, all right? Be stealth. Before the match, always be stealth. You never want to give away your composition like this mage did. He timed it bad and we instantly knew what it was because he exposed himself. We knew from Gladius it was a rogue mage comp and it was horde. Because we knew that, it was a lot less stressful for us. So here we go. We're going to go. Look how we're on the wall. I actually just want to quickly highlight this. Look how we're on the wall. Do not go straight forward because the rogue may sprint in. You don't know what, the player is going to do. And usually they don't, for some reason, they don't hug the rim of the wall. So whatever side you pick, just go on the, literally hug the wall and stay on top of each other. So worst case scenario, one person can peel. So here we are. We're just kind of hugging the wall. We're moving up. We're waiting for the mage to come out of stealth. We're really just staying together and we're staying on the wall. Because there's no reason to press in. There's no reason to try and get more greedy or go inside. Because what happens if he gets out of invis and wants to AoE or something, right? Like he just did there. So here we are. I now see the mage. I'm now closing in. I haven't popped perception yet. I haven't popped sprint yet. So if you are on Alliance, you have a huge advantage with the sap opener. If you're on horde side and you're watching this video, this opener is a little bit different because I just am given the sap on rogue because of perception. However, if you're on horde side, my tip to you, and I will bring it out here. Notice how I'm coming in with sprint and perception. Now I'm getting a little bit closer. Same with my feral. He's getting a little bit more closer. It's go time. I'm not going to sap the mage immediately, right? Here's one thing. You don't want to sap the mage first because when you sap the mage, he's going to trinket and nova and can get you out. It's not the end of the world, but ideally you don't want to just throw that sap without the sap on the rogue. Because I have perception, I'm more comfortable to just kind of leeway myself in and I can find the rogue easily. If you're on horde side, don't worry. I still have a tip for you. You see where the rogue's position is? He's behind the mage. The rogues are always going to be behind the mage. They're either going to be on top of the mage or they're going to be behind the mage. So whenever you're searching, find yourself doing this. Get close to the mage wherever he's at. Obviously you want to dodge the blizzards, but it's pretty easy. You kind of know where mages are throwing their blizzards and whatnot. Not too crazy. Rings of Loderon, but that's a different video. So here, what you want to do is go in, then pop sprint, because when you have sprint on, you're actually going to be able to find the rogue first. The heal will appear on your frame because you're covering more distance faster. So what you want to do is you want to hover behind the mage, almost in a cone shape. And in that cone shape, behind the mage, that's where the rogue's going to be. And he's trying to be able to peel immediately because if he gets caught, he wants the mage to peel for him, right? And Nova. So he's pretty much giving away his space. You just have to like edge in on him again around that cone. And that's going to give you the best opener. Behind the mage, hit the cone with sprint. And I promise you, you're going to get the saps, man. But if you're Alliance, boys, we're eating. We are eating. So get the sap on Rogue, whether you're Horde or Alliance, get the sap on Rogue and dip out because the mage is going to cover. Now watch. Sap Rogue, boom. Mage AoEs. Same thing if we sap Mage. He was just trinket AoE and get you out. So now that I've been able to get the distance, I have sprint up. I'm now going to let my Druid come in. I'm not opening. And now this is where it's really, really nice. So I'm not opening yet. And I see the Feral coming in. We want the Feral to open because his Pounce has the bleed on it. So his cheap shot will instantly do a bleed. So there's no cheap shot, global wait time, and then rupture. And I get to keep my combo points, right? Beautiful. So you want the Feral to open on the Rogue. And that's why I sap Rogue. And then I'm actually going to swap the sap onto the Mage. So here I do a real quick sap on the Mage. And now I'm with my Druid opening. And I'm going to do bleeds. I'm doing full bleeds. Because what I want to do is I want to get the Mage's trinket. Now here, I do the Garrote Rupture, immediately trinkets, right? So two things. What ends up happening is mages, when they trinket and they want to do their damage, and if they're far away, they want to do the Nova. They want to pet Nova for their shatter. Now, you're probably thinking, well, okay, cool, Shobek, I know this. Well, guess what, brother? That doesn't get them in combat. And I'm going to just let my actions speak, baby. Boom. He puts himself on a global. So what's so important is when you sap the mage and you want to ideally sap the mage, shadow step back to the rogue and then open. So you dodge the trinket on the off chance. If he insta trinkets Novas, you dodge that and you're able to get the bleeds on the rogue. So now what happens is the mage is now going to trinket that sap. And if he wants to cover and start pumping that damage, if he's at a distance, wanting to pop his pet, that is going to be a full global that allows you to react to that trinket, vanish, and get the sap. So here, because the Druid opened on the Rogue, as you can see, Rogue now trinketed. He had a bleed. I garroted him and I ruptured him. The Feral's cheap shot also put on a bleed. So triple bleeds and a fairy fire. Rogue is forced to cloak just to like vanish to drop target. It's like out of desperation. I don't even think that's a word, but it's that bad for him. I have to make up a word for him to use his vanish with 3 bleeds to hope to the gods that like something miraculous happens for him. And all I do is I hit the bleeds and then I vanish out. And regardless if the mage trinkets or not, because ideally, even if he doesn't trinket and he sits the full sap, you want to vanish anyways. The reason why you want to vanish is because rogues, when they see Feral Rogue and they're playing Rogue Mage, the damage is too high. They're actually forced to trinket cheap shot or kidney shot. Usually they're going to trinket cheap shot. If I'm ever going up against Feral, if I'm playing Rogue Mage and I'm going up Feral Rogue, I'm trinketing cheap shot. You have to trinket it because the damage ramps up too fast. So ideally, you want to sap the Mage, go back on the Rogue, add your bleeds, and vanish out and see what the Mage does. We saw the Mage trinket. Perfect win for me, right? I get the clean vanish out because the Rogue was still in the cheap shot, and then I get to resap Mage on his pet global. And now what happens is because he has the bleeds on the Rogue, all I do is cheap shot into a full kidney, and then he dies. Boom. So here on the opener, I use prep to use my pre-med to do a DR cheap shot into a full kidney. Mage could block, but he's going to eat a full blind. And then it's going to be game. So the Mage can block, but he's going to eat a full blind. But no matter what, the game is over because the Rogue is now trapped. Rupture, Garrote, Druid bleeds, and a full kidney. We have Belt. I have one more Vanish, Sprint, Trinket, and my Druid is full as well. Boom. There's the blind. And that's a wrap. Homie's in the grave. Homie's in the grave. Guys, that's it, man. I am super excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you use this strat in an arena and you get a win, because that would make my day. And also let me know about the comps and matchups that you guys would like to see next. And as always, boys, ダーロくないよ。 Shisuru. See you in the next one, boys.